working on tools and technology to tackle such a threat and coordinate an international disaster response.
It's kinda dark out. I do think this fight is the light. Fight of the light. This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
Where senior U.S. officials tell NBC News the Biden administration is increasingly concerned about the alliance between Russia and North Korea as the U.S. braces for potentially intensifying military actions from the countries ahead of the November election.
KT, is a new world order taking shape?
So yeah, I think the Chinese are setting up the new global world order that's going to rest on China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, whatever they can pick up in the BRICS and the global south, and then they'll reset the rules of the international rules-based order.
What has brought them together, quite frankly, it is what you are suggesting is a new world order.
Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention or not, but life has not been the same, and y'all know that shit. While everyone's just living their day-to-day lives, there's some crazy stuff going on in the background. From every angle, y'all. And I know y'all remember the hierarchy pyramid. Everything is making sense now. Wake up!
Movies, but an asteroid hurtling towards the Earth is something real-life scientists are preparing for at NASA. They're refining the plan because in a few short years, a space rock could come quite close. Here's CTV's Troy Malkin.
Remember, I've been telling y'all.
In about 5.5 years, a massive asteroid named Apophis, after the Egyptian god of chaos, will pass so close to the Earth, we'll be able to see it in the sky. And that has NASA scientists on high alert.
Listen to what they're saying.
Out there weeks to months to get a look at Apophis before that close encounter with the Earth.
Scientists working with global partners carried out asteroid threat exercises back in April to figure out if a potential planet killer is headed our way and how the world would cooperate to safeguard Earth.
We're going to need more than Bruce Willis. We're going to need actual real scientists. And frankly, with every year and every experiment, especially the double asteroid redirect test, which was so successful, I really believe that astronauts or that space scientists are figuring this stuff out.
Unlike in the movies, NASA has been working on tools and technology to tackle such a threat and coordinate an international disaster response. 2 years ago, the double asteroid redirection test, known as the DART spacecraft, smashed into an asteroid to knock a massive space rock off its gravitational course. And it worked. That's a pretty big deal for all of us on Earth. NASA hopes to use the same tested technique so we don't go the way of the dinosaurs, wiped out by a massive meteor millions of years ago.
Apophis is the closest thing we know about to an asteroid that could really give us a bad day. This thing would wipe out a city, no problem. But fortunately, just luck, it's not going to hit us. It's just going to come close.
Now, I need y'all to listen to me and listen to me very closely, y'all. They put these movies in front of y'all for a reason, bro. Y'all remember the movie Don't Look Up that came out on Netflix, right? That was talking about the asteroid and how it was just supposed to pass and everything, but it was over, bro. And for those who follow me, y'all know I've been talking about Apophis since 2020, bro. That was one of them. We're telling you, don't panic. Just in my personal opinion, you feel me? This for educational purposes only, for TikTok, you mean, and all the rest of the world. Y'all need to hear that shit, bro. Wake up!
In Egyptian mythology, Apophis, the giant serpent, is the greatest enemy of Ra. The sun was Ra's great barge, which sailed through the sky from dawn to dusk, and then descended into the Duat, the underworld of Egyptian mythology. As it sailed through the darkness, it was attacked by Apophis, who tried to devour the sun, which would lead to the end of the world. The hate for Apophis was so much that ancient Egyptian priests would make models of him out of wax, which would then be spat on, mutilated, and burnt, in an attempt to reduce his power and help Ra to win against him. No matter how many times Apophis was defeated and killed, he always rose again to life and attacked the sun god's boat. He was so strong that at times he hypnotized Ra, but only the god of chaos, Set, was able to resist him. On one such journey to Duat, Apophis swallowed the barge whole, but Ra, transformed into a cat with the help of Set, was able to tear apart the serpent from within. This serpent, without a doubt, is the greatest enemy of Ra. Amazed by the story? Then check out our channel, where we answer questions like, who was the great...
It will hit us April 13th, 2036. And by the way, the chances of this now, our data tell us, is several in a million. So you say, oh, not worry about that. But there are people who buy lottery tickets with worse odds than that, expecting to win. So at some point, you got to sit down and pay attention, even if it's several in a million. If it threads the center of the keyhole, it'll hit 500 kilometers west of Santa Monica, plunge into the ocean to a depth of 3 miles, cavitating the ocean to a width of 3 miles. It'll explode, that's the cavitating force, and send a tsunami that will come to the west coast of North America and basically wipe it clean. If it goes through the keyhole,